Which of these three couples knows the most about their husband or wife this afternoon in our game of love? And we're going to start with our newlyweds over here. Just remind everybody of your name.
This is Greg.
Greg and...
Natalie.
Natalie, been married for 6 days, and where do you come from?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Greg and Natalie from Tennessee, everybody. Slightly down the line, 25 years later, this is Dominic.
Dominic.
From?
New Jersey.
From New Jersey, okay. Dominic from New Jersey. Liz, where are you from?
New Jersey.
Same place, okay, great. And how long have you been married?
25 years.
25 years. Dominic and Liz, 25 years from New Jersey. And last but not least over here, this is?
Brenda Matheny.
Brenda from?
Macon, Georgia.
From Macon, Georgia. Brenda has been married to?
Gary.
For how many years?
41 this week.
41 this week. 41 years of marriage. Gary and Brenda. Okay, so question number one, we said when and where did you first meet? Let's see if our newlyweds can match that today. Greg, when and where did you first meet Natalie?
We met at Ruby Tuesdays on August 4th at 7:30 p.m., but she was late.
All right. Ruby Tuesdays, August the 4th, 7:30 p.m. Last month?
That's it.
Last month?
Okay. 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Okay, so August the 4th, 3 years ago, 7:30 on Ruby Tuesdays. Natalie said it was?
Ruby Tuesdays, August 4th, 2010. He didn't say the year.
Okay, so, but 3 years ago, we got the same place, we got exactly the same date as well. That's a great point there. Good job. So you can give yourself a little check in the margin there. You're going to keep score along the way. Okay, Dominic, when did you first meet Liz?
1983 at Stone Arch Nursing Home.
At Stone Arch Nursing Home. Were you working there?
Yes.
Okay, so in 1983 at Stone Arch Nursing Home, Liz says it is?
Stone Arch Nursing Home, 1983.
Exactly the same answer on her page as well. Excellent. One check for each of you. All right, Gary, when did you first meet Brenda?
I got her a date with my friend.
Oh, you got her a date with your friend. Okay. And when was that?
1969.
In 1969. And how did that date with your friend go?
Pretty good. She talked to me the whole time.
She talked to you the whole time, so it went very well for you.
Don't have a friend anymore, but that's okay.
All right, okay. You lost your friend, but you got a wife for 41 years. Brenda, when do you think it was?
We had a double date. He called me to go out with his friend, and he was the other person with his date, and it was around August, summertime in 1968.
In 1968. Okay, so 1969 and 1968. Who were you with in 1969?
I thought it was her, but evidently,
Someone else, right? Okay.
Amnesia,
Amnesia. Is it close enough for a point this afternoon, though? We're going to give her a point. Good stuff. Okay, so after that double date, when you stole your friend's date, how was your first kiss?
It was a 10 plus.
A 10 plus, says Gary. Brenda gave it a?
10.
A 10 as well. Is that a point? 10 and 10. Good points. Great. How was the first kiss for you?
A 10.
A 10. When was it?
Halloween night, 1983.
1983, Halloween night. Can you remember what you were dressed as?
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember. Okay, so she gave it a 10. Dominic gave it a?
10, October 31st.
October the 31st. And number 10. Great. Same place, same time, same score. How was it for you, Natalie?
10.
A 10. What did you go with in the end, Greg?
Absolutely a 10.
He went with a 10 in the end as well. There was a good point of that. Oh, 10s all the way around. Number 10s all the way down. Let's stay right here. What was the name of his previous girlfriend? Natalie, can you remember?
Well, he put something different. I said Sharon.
You said Sharon. Anything you liked about Sharon?
Nope.
No. Okay. Do you know who Katie was? I don't know who Natalie is. You're Natalie. Okay, so who's Katie?
That's who my previous girlfriend was.
Okay, did Natalie ever know her?
Not until recently.
Okay, so.
Yeah, that's a long story.
Long story. Let's just
Motorcycle rally.
Let's just leave that there, shall we? So we have Katie and we have Sharon over here. Is that a point, Sharon and Katie? Sorry, no point there. Okay, Liz, what do you think was the name of Dominic's previous girlfriend?
It was Liz. He had another girlfriend named Liz, but I think she went by Beth. I'm not sure, but I think it was Liz.
Okay, another Liz, but she thinks she went by Beth. Who was it, Dominic?
It was Beth, but I did call her Liz.
Yeah, he wrote Liz or Beth there on the same sheet as well. Great point again. You can give them a hand for that. All right, over here, Gary, what was the name of Brenda's previous... Wrong way around. Brenda, what was the name of Gary's previous girlfriend?
I didn't know, so I made up one like you said, and I said Debbie.
Debbie. All right, Debbie. Who was it?
Dee Dee.
Dee Dee. All right. That wasn't short for Debbie, was it?
No.
No, it wasn't. Okay, and great. So we've got Dee Dee and Debbie. Is there a point? No point there. No point there. Okay, let's go to our next question. Number 4. You haven't seen ugly until you've seen my wife's blank. Liz, what do you think he's going to say? You haven't seen ugly until you've seen Liz's...
Mother.
What's wrong with Mom?
You don't want to know.
Okay. All right, so she thinks it'll be her mother. Dominic says you haven't seen ugly until you've seen Liz's...
The hag hair. She's got a mole with a...
Right. Her hag hair, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Okay, so she has a little mole. All right, so we got the mother or the hag hair. Is that a point? That is the worst anyone's ever written for that question. Actually, there you go. Natalie, what do you think? You haven't seen ugly until you've seen Natalie's
Feet.
feet. She went with feet. Okay.
I know what he said to get put in the corner.
What did he say to get put in the corner? He said you haven't seen ugly until you've seen her.
Feet.
He said feet as well. He thinks you have ugly feet. I think you have beautiful feet, but there we go. We got feet and feet.
Read the rest of it. There is no right answer.
No right answer for that one. But you know what? You did make a match, though, so you got yourself a point. Excellent job for you two. Brenda, what do you think? You haven't seen ugly until you've seen Brenda's...
No makeup.
Her face with no makeup. Gary says it is. You haven't seen ugly till you've seen Brenda's...
Well, you know, it's hard to blemish perfect, so I just had to make something up. I said little toe.
Her little toe. Okay, you haven't seen ugly until you've seen Brenda's little toe. Do you like your little toe?
I thought it was pretty good.
You thought it was pretty good. All right, so Gary has other feelings, but that's okay. So we got the face with no makeup or the little toe. Is it a point? No. All right, what do you think is your most disgusting habit, Gary?
Farting.
Farting. All right, farting. Brenda says it is?
Farting.
Farting. There is a good point there. Farting. All right, 1 point. What is your most disgusting habit, Dominic?
Farting.
Farting. Liz says it is?
Farting.
Farting as well. There is 1 point here in the middle. Are we going to make it a hat trick? Let's find out. Greg, what is your most disgusting habit?
Because she complains all the time, it's got to be the fact I snore.
Snoring.
But I don't.
Okay, so she says you snore. You say you don't. Natalie thinks your most disgusting habit is, in fact,
Stinking up the bathroom.
stinking up the bathroom. Does he do it all the time?
Huh?
Every day?
Multiple times.
Okay. Multiple, that's very healthy, apparently. So, multiple times a day. Stinking up the bathroom and snoring. Is it a point? No. But that's interesting that we got the farting 4 times. That is our number 1 answer, you know. It's a passing gas, wind, however, it's still the same. Everybody does it, right? Everybody in this room does it. It's a natural thing. You have to do it. If you didn't, you would be ill. I'm doing it right now, Liz and Natalie. I'm going to leave it right there with you. So, enjoy. And let's move on to number 6. When is your husband most macho? In bed, out of bed, or in his head? What do you think it is?
In my head.
You think it's in your head, but Brenda thinks it is?
In bed.
In bed. Whoppa! Is it a point? Wait, who says no? Who says yes? Well, they're very happy for you after 41 years, so you can have that 1 point. Yeah, they're going to give it to you this afternoon. You're in charge, right? You're in charge. What do you think? When are you most macho?
In my head.
He says in his head. Liz says, in fact.
In bed.
She says in bed as well. Is that a point? It kind of has to be now. Yeah, it has to be a point. Okay, so it's exactly the same configuration. We're going to give you a point as well. Greg, when are you most macho?
It's got to be in my head.
He says in his head. Natalie says?
I said in bed.
She said in bed as well. Is that a point? Yes, it is. Well, we're just throwing points out willy-nilly now. That's great. Okay. Number 7. When my wife bends over, how would you describe her behind? Liz, what do you think Dominic's going to say?
It's hot.
Hot. Okay, it's hot. He says, in fact, it was?
Hot.
Hot and sexy, he wrote just there. Hot and sexy. Great point. Natalie, what do you think he's going to say?
He better get this right. I said smiley face.
A smiley face. When he bends over, when you bend over, he sees a smiley face. Greg says it is, in fact,
A very nice smile.
A very nice smile. Is that a point? Did somebody just say, let's see it? Okay, we're going to move straight on over here. What do you think you might say, Brenda, when you bend over? How would you describe your behind?
Wide.
As wide. Gary says, in fact,
A beautiful horizon in the sunset.
a horizon in the sunset. Okay. Who says yes? We'll give him a point. Okay, you're going to have a point for that one. You are going to have a point. Great stuff. In fact, we're going to stay with you right now. What do you think is the strangest place you've ever played the game? Whoopee.
In his Mustang, in between the bucket seats on the console.
Okay, that was very specific. In the Mustang, in between the bucket seats on the console, Gary says it was?
Too much information. I said a new house being built.
When the new house was being built, something special in the new house.
No, just when we ran up on at the lake.
Okay. So up on the lake in the new house or in the Mustang, in the bucket seats in the console. Is that a point? No, no point there. Sorry. What is the strangest place you've ever played the game? Whoopee.
In a field.
In a field. Long grass?
Long grass.
Long grass. In a field. Dominic says it was?
In a field behind her parents' house.
In a field behind her parents' house. Is that a point? Yeah. You two are very good at this. Very good at this. Well done. So in a field, Natalie says it was?
A tent.
In a tent. Okay, in a tent. Greg says it was?
In the yard.
In the yard. In your backyard?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got a big backyard.
All right, with a tent in it by the sounds of it, so that's great. So we've got the backyard or in a tent. Is it a point? Who says no? Who says yes? The yeses have it, unfortunately, so you can have that point as well. You can have that point. If there was a parrot living in your bedroom, what word, phrase, or noise would the parrot learn to repeat? Greg. There comes the snoring back from earlier with your nasty habit. Great. Natalie, you think it would be a snoring noise as well. One good point for this couple, Natalie and Greg. Excellent. Okay, if there was a parrot living in your bedroom, which word, phrase, or noise would it learn to repeat?
Dom!
Okay, so you shouting Dom at Dominic, and Dominic thinks it is?
Damn it.
Damn it. Which is in response to?
Dom.
All right, when you've done something wrong. So you've got the Dom and the damn it. Is it a point? Yeah, they're going to give you a point for that one as well. They're going to give you the point. Okay, so over here, what do you think a parrot living in your bedroom would learn to repeat?
Come to your daddy.
Come to daddy. Brenda, what would you reply to that?
What did you say?
One more time, a bit louder.
What did you say?
What did you say? Okay, so he says, come to your daddy. She goes, what did you say? Okay, so we got come to daddy, and what did you say? Is there a point there? Who says no? I'm sorry, no point for you. And we're going to finish with our very last question. If your husband was any animal from the animal kingdom, what animal would he be and why? What do you think it would be, Natalie?
Well, remember, we just got married. So I say the lion. He's the king of the jungle.
Okay, a lion, because he is the king of the jungle. Greg thinks it would be a?
Bear.
A bear. Why would it be a bear?
That's why.
Why don't you show the audience the bare chest? You want to show the audience the bare chest? No, okay, so just a sneak preview just for me. Great, so there you go. That's why it says a bear. So because of the chest, we've got the bear or the lion, king of the jungle. Is it a point? No point there. Over here, what animal do you think Dominic would be, Liz?
A tiger because he purrs.
A tiger because he purrs. Dominic, what do you think it would be?
A bear.
A bear. Why a bear?
She always calls me a bear.
Okay, she calls you a bear, a teddy bear.
Yes.
All right, so you're her teddy bear. She thinks actually you're a tiger because you purr. Is there a point? No point there. Brenda, what animal might he be if he was any animal in the world?
A
A lion,
A lion, why?
because he roars and snores a lot.
A lion because he roars and snores a lot. Gary thinks it would be a
Bird.
bird. Why was that?
I like to fly above and see everything.
Okay, so you like to fly high and get a bird's eye view on everything. Okay, that's very philosophical for this afternoon. Thank you for that. So, the bird flying high and having the all-seeing eye, or is it the lion that likes to roar and snore? Is it a point? No point for you there. Sorry, we can't give you that final point. But that is the end of our 10 questions. It's trying to find out which couple managed to score the most amount of points today. You've already pretty much added up your scores already. That is excellent stuff. Okay, so we'll start with our newlyweds over here. They got married just 6 days ago here on board the Carnival Dream, still on their honeymoon this week. Natalie and Greg over here managed to score themselves a great score, 7 points out of 10. Let's give them a nice round of applause. 7 out of 10 today is great. Awesome. After 41 years, kind of went downhill a little bit over here with Brenda and Gary. They scored themselves 5 points out of 10. Half marks, that's okay. 5 points is better than 4. But they were racing through these answers all afternoon. Dominic and Liz, they got married 25 years ago this week. It's their silver wedding anniversary. They scored themselves a huge 8 points out of 10. That is a great score this afternoon, 8 out of 10. So officially, you know more about each other than anybody else here on the stage this afternoon. But you know what? There are no winners or losers, just 6 very, very good sports. So actually, we're going to bring something out from backstage to say thank you this afternoon. But first of all, if you just want to drop your pads on the stage for just a minute, you're not going to need those for just a second. You can pop those on your pads, not your pants. Pads. You do need your pants. You don't need your pads. Keep your pants on. Okay. Stand up for just a second. Stand up for just a quick moment before we say goodbye this afternoon. As we bring you a bottle of champagne, we want to show everybody what that number 10 true love kiss looks like, because you're all answered at 10 this afternoon. Show us that romantic kiss, and we're going to give each of you a nice bottle of champagne. Great job.